Welcome everyone. Many blessings. Thank you so much for being here. Happy day. I hope you had a beautiful gratitude week, and I'm very excited today to be here to do live soul readings. It's one of my favorite things to do with you, and we haven't done them in a while, so today we're going to dive in and enjoy an incredible experience. So thank you everybody for being here. Hello Elena, Sandra, Rianya, Gina and Rita and Pamela, and let's see, Elke and Josie, and who else we got? Zen, hi Zen, and Debbie, and hi to Dipshika, who sent me an email and can't be here, and hello Midnight. And what we're going to do is as many as we can. I am on cellular data, so we have scheduled a second reading tomorrow. I usually never get to everybody who wants one, and so I will be here. If I disappear, my apologies. It's because our internet is not working today. So what we're going to do is go ahead. I want to share quickly with you, though, that we do have one more day in with our amazing gratitude sale in the shop. So you go to shop.nanakasha.com, and hopefully you can see this. Let's see. And we've got a lot of things on sale. So we have meditations 50% off. We have classes $100 off, and we have some amazing new things. In December, I'm going to be doing one last class for the year. The reason that this got called forward is that every single session I do, every class I do, the readings that my intuition students are doing almost always involve what we call past lives. So these other parts of our soul are very vital. And what I've seen this year is they've been coming back around to us. They've been coming more present instead of us finding lives that hold vows and fears and pain that we brought with us in this life and are causing the challenges we're having in this life as well. And finding them and ending that contract or that agreement energetically. Now we've seen a progression all year. It's quite profound that I've seen in my soul readings and everything, that people are starting to have a stronger connection to their other lives, that there's more to it than just freeing both of you from an old contract so you can speak up or you can have money and keep it, whatever it is. So this class is going to be all about past lives, and I call it Doorway to Freedom and Prosperity, because truly when you realize that there are parts of you that are both holding you back and are holding on powers, they're holding powers and talents and wisdom and experience that you could access. This is what I'm seeing, is not only are we freeing both you and this other life from these low pains, this past abuse and a betrayal and loss of money, and so many lives where we were killed unfairly, where things were taken from us, where we are outcast and beheaded and whatever, you name it. And so what we want to do is make sure that we have that access, that we free ourselves and all the parts of our soul so that we can then connect with those. Some of these past lives want to be connected with you for a specific purpose, and you can share your powers, your talents, your wisdom. You're going to find your intuition, your manifestation skills, everything gets accelerated when you do that. So check that out. We have lots of things, have payment plans. I have some new private sessions that you also get bonuses like meditations and mini readings. The Sacred Chakra Abundance Package is really powerful. We do a session for your root, for your sacral, for your solar and your heart, and a soul reading. So make sure that you check it out, shop.nanakasha.com. Now let's go ahead and get into our readings for the day. Okay, all right. Hopefully you saw that screen. I don't know if you did or not. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, hi Denise. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Hi, everyone. Oh, hi, Julie, and hi, Paige and Autumn. It's so good to see all of you. Julie, you are so much in my mind. I can't believe how often I think of you. And we're going to be doing a new live retreat here in March. Our home is done. Our pool is done. We're so excited to invite you here to the house to play and be pampered, bringing over my favorite ceremony teams to stay here with us and to do ceremony and go to temples. And Julie has been to a few of those, and I keep seeing her here. I keep seeing when I'm walking around the property here, Julie, I see you, and I know you're on a big adventure of your own. So, okay, let's get going. So we're going to start by entering this sacred space together. All right? So take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, and put your hand on your heart or your solar plexus or your sacral, whichever is feeling really, oh yes, right there, calling to you. And take a deep breath in right through that part of your body. I enter this sacred space in reverence, presence, and love. Feel yourself entering this infinity healing chamber. Ask yourself to be here now. I call in all parts of me, past, present, and future, all levels of me to come into this moment. I ask to be present, open, receptive, protected, and to receive all that is optimal for me at this time, aligned with my highest good and purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Great. So, as you feel yourself into this chamber, there's a gold and silver cone of light above and below you. We're wrapped in the all-seeing eye, and we're also surrounded in a white light sphere made from the flower of life. This gives us access to spherical consciousness. Spherical consciousness is reality. The circle and curves are reality, the true higher reality where our truths live. We always want to do everything aligned with our highest good, so we don't push past veils and into spaces that are filled with energies that we're not prepared for. Okay? It's very important to realize that there are places that we don't want to go. There are energies we don't want to tap into. And this is why your spiritual path, your spiritual growth, or what I call taking care of your soul, your daily teeth brushing and showering for your body is the same for your soul. It's the same for your spirit. We aren't here to be obsessed with just paying bills and doing all of those kinds of things. We're here to live a spiritual life and the honor of being in a body. So allow yourself to every day. That's why I have so many things in my shop and so many things on sale. Is I want you to daily be able to open yourself to your optimal path, to what's the next best level for you. And pay attention to what's coming up for you right there, because often we get like our agenda. Well, I want this, I want this, I want this now, I want these clients now, I want this money now, I want my soulmate now, I want to know where I'm going to live right now, I need this to happen, I'm going to do these things first, and then I'll take care of my spirit. I had a client, I'm also talking to people this week, if you're interested in a personalized private package to figure out what is optimal for you. At this time, and we'll give you the sale prices on anything, even if we talk later in the week. The reason is I've had clients come to me and say, I want to keep working with you. They've worked with me on and off throughout the year or 2 years, and they have specific requests. They have specific things they want to work on. And one client was saying, your work has been so profound for me in every area of my life, and I just love your energy. I always feel fantastic after I talk to you, and I want to work with you, but I think I need to get my ducks in a row first. I think I need to, change this, finish that, move here, do this, whatever. Here's the problem with that, and this is what we all do, is we say, oh, well, once I move, or once I finish unpacking, or once I find the place to live, or once I get this job, or once I finish, my kids are out of school, then I will do X. And I can tell you from personal experience, putting off your spiritual well-being, your personal growth, your tuning into your truth, your higher self, finding the way you communicate is not good, because all it does is perpetuate the struggle. You carry these heavy energies with you, and they block you from seeing the solutions that are here. There's money here, there's love here, there's solutions of all kinds and health already here. Remember, every possible scenario for your life already exists. But if you can't tune into it, hear it, see it, trust it, believe it, or act on it, or get into your own flow, then it's very difficult for you to get your ducks in a row or take care of these other things on your agenda, because you're just pushing forward a logical idea. And we've been taught this, we've all been taught this, so make sure that you don't put all of these things first. If you take care of your energy, all of those things are going to be easier. All of those things are going to line up. Okay, good. Alanya, I hope I'm saying your name right. Elena Rosso. Oh, Maria Alejandro Ronderos Zota. Wonderful. I love your name. I'm thinking you're Mexican, but maybe I'm wrong. They have so many names here. It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, Maria Alejandra Ronderas Zota. So all you do when I'm doing a reading is relax and don't try to analyze anything. What comes through is often very symbolic. As you can ask my intuition students, teachers, students and light body students, that as information starts to come in at first, you might not see anything, you might not feel anything. You don't need to worry about seeing what I'm seeing. What you're doing is receiving, okay? And everybody can be open and receptive. There's a lot of heart issues here. There's a lot of grabbing towards in the heart. So let's relax that. Good. And we must receive and understand that other realms and other parts of us work on different levels, and the communication is symbolic or visual or sensory, or it might be coming through one of your senses that you haven't really awakened fully yet and you don't understand. So be careful to analyze anything. Also, I highly recommend that you may not be the person I'm doing the reading for, but you probably will get something from it, and you for sure will get something through these readings today. Also, come back and listen and write down the exact words. Don't do it right now while I'm giving you the reading. Write down the exact words I say, because the words I choose to match the energy, and they're different. So you might misinterpret it, and you want to make sure that you're listening for exactly what I'm saying. Okay, good. All right, Maria, there's a fountain of light coming from your head, your crown. It's not in the center, it's very close to the tip of your forehead, right here between the forehead and the crown. It looks like light streams coming up and doing this. Almost reminds me, although they don't look like feathers, of Mayan headdresses where the feathers would go over like this, but they're light, white light. This is a plug. This is something that you have. This is something that you brought with you, and it's something that you, it's very fully formed. I just can't see where it's going to. So it's not connected after this point, but it's here. And it's, it is an antenna of sorts where it can reach into higher languages. Okay. So what this is, Maria, is that you have a light language template here. Most everyone has this. It's looks almost like a fan when it starts to awaken. So when you do this kind of deeper work that I do with you, these become visible, and it's like an extension. It's like somebody putting up a TV antenna, right, to get a better reception. But it isn't connected here. However, the fact that it's showing up here shows that you're ready. So you're ready for more intuitive, and just because it's here doesn't mean it's necessarily visual, right? This is your intuitive template sense, and it might be visuals, it might be visions, it might be images that you receive, but all of our senses, and there's 360 of them, and more awakening actually, that you may receive information through. However, you're a communicator, and you came here to be a communicator in a very specific way. This is also ancestral, not necessarily through your particular physical body's ancestry, but an ancestry of a lineage. It's very indigenous. I'm making sure that it's not, because I live here in Maya land and I'm doing Mayan things every day. It could be Mayan, could be Peruvian, could be now it's definitely, it seems to be from this area, possibly Honduras, in the past, quite ancient past. There are civilizations that are very, very ancient that we don't even grasp yet how long that they were here. There's 9 of these strings or streams, antennas. They're starting to turn a little bit. So they're ready. Once you do something to awaken your inner eye, this is all of those parts in that inner brain. Once you do more for awakening, the chakras need to be strengthened. There's a block in the heart that's preventing this information to come fully into the body. So from the heart down, the solar to the root, these are fully anchored in the body. These are personal chakras all the way from here to here. However, the integration comes from these higher chakras, and we must integrate them deeper into these lower energy centers. They're vital to ground, to fully manifest. If you want to manifest, you need to root into the body. If you want to bring the higher energies, you must integrate them into the physical so that the physical manifestation comes through. So you're not manifesting as fully as you could. There's some fear in the heart around being good enough, trusting your powers. It seems to be an arrow to the heart. Something that pierced your heart. Could be a life that you actually had the heart pierced, but the energetics of it is, it came with you in this life. And therefore it is creating it isn't really a leak. It's looking deeper. It's more of a block. It's more of something that is fully embedded there, that is just preventing complete flow, connection of the heart up, connection of the heart down, flow from the higher centers to bring information down, and flow from the earth, from your lower centers to bring up. The heart is pierced, is the biggest, is the most prominent word here. I'm seeing a very wise indigenous elder. There's a headband. There's these kind of feathers right here. Old, wrinkled, very wise, very experienced. This is a part of you you're not accepting. So this part is very important for the world right now, for you right now, for this unfolding of what we're all going through, this acceleration of us out of these lower cycles of dark and fear and pain and all that into wisdom. And so you're a wisdom carrier, and this very sage part of you is the key to your next steps. There is, when you consciously connect to this part, there is a heart healing that will happen. And you will slowly be able to come more into your body and feel yourself anchored into it. Tap around this area, especially right in here, tapping, okay, to bring the spirit and the cells together. Look to this part of you, invite this part of you, open to this other life. Accept that this is a part of you and this is a very important part. So like I said earlier, do what's on your plate. If a certain fear or pain is coming up, don't try to stick it down again and push forward without it. This is the key to what will open next, what's coming next. Okay. Thank you. Namaste. Okay, we burned up all the copal. Good job. All right, we're going to bring some light. I am the light, I am the light. There is no darkness within me. We heal the heart. I now disconnect from Maria and all matrices connected to her and free her to move into her next greatest power and life. Thank you, thank you. There's a lot of energy starting to come from that other life. If possible, I would love it if you would, if I do a reading for you, if you would write what you thought, what you felt, and anything else in there, that would be great. Thank you. All right, Sandra. Hi, beautiful. Okay, you're feeling lost and alone. Lost and alone. Sandra, Sandra, Sandra. Ooh, you are lost. We'll call on the light to connect to Sandra. Find her wherever she is and to open a pathway of light back to her soul and her purpose. Sandra, I want you to see an ankh in your solar plexus, coming up in your heart, the cross and the loop going up over the head into the soul star and back. This is everlasting life. This is an eternal life force symbol and also a channel. And you have disconnected from this. You have lost your connection up here, higher, to this loop. Feathers. Look to your hands. There are feathers in your hands. They're like being laid out across your palms, on both palms, long, distinct feathers. They're very special, and They're going to give you a touchstone to reconnect, to come back into your space, into your place, into who you are, and to find your way. We activate this Ankh of everlasting life within Sandra's light body and ask that her highest self, purpose, I am presence, body, and all of her guides and angels that are optimal at this time reactivate, regenerate, clear, cleanse, and open her connection to this everlasting divine life force. Receiving, Sandra, you must receive. You have blocked your receiving all the way down to that your many chakras in your palm portals are all clogged. So I'm doing some acupressure with this point of amethyst all over your palms right now. If you hold your palms flat, if you feel and accept and see and receive these feathers, and also allow yourself to feel this. We are literally opening the meridians and bringing back the life force. There's a fear of receiving, and there's a fear of using what you have to manifest. The receiving is the most important part. But once you have the power, once you get this life force flowing back again, you're going to need to address that readiness and willingness to take the steps that are here for you right now. That's what's on the tip of the fingers, the tip of I almost want to say the tip of your nose, right here. It's what's right in front of you. What's right in front of you, about 8 inches in front of this whole part here, is an important place to focus and visualize for everybody, anyone. This is where are you willing to let go of this heavy cloak of darkness that you carry? It's like over your shoulders, and it needs to be peeled back and dropped, like dropping a cape and moving forward. Don't look at it, don't fix it, don't do anything to it, just feel that. You must be ready and willing. So I'm ready and willing. Say this, I am ready and willing to let go of this dark cloak of heaviness, of the fears of receiving, the fears of my power. I'm ready to reconnect to the life force that brings me connected to my eternal purpose and powers. Lots of heart stuff today. You're going to weave open the heart, both directions, to create a cross flow. And this is a very important thing for you to do, Sandra. Weave up, crossing your heart to the higher self up here and in the heart, and then weave the other direction side to side. These are crossing in that same point right here in the center of your heart center. Don't try, okay? Simply relax, let go, and allow. Once you begin to perceive and receive, it's almost like there's some doors to go through, doors that are the different fears that have shut this down, that have inner decisions in other lives and this life, that it's not safe to receive. And as those open, there's going to be pain that comes up. There's going to be sadness. There's going to be these different fears. This is the key Surrender it to this flow. Accept it, allow it to come up, process it, feel it, cry, write, do whatever you need to do. Don't stay in it longer than one day. If it lasts and weighs you down longer than one day, then breathe, chant, raise your frequency, do your light weaving, and raise it up. Ask for it to be taken from you, to be transformed into your powers. This is not, don't try to get rid of anything, very important, because you will be getting rid of your powers. Okay? If you have some obsidian, some copal, some other things that are protective, please use them, because you're going to feel this lost and alone feeling is going to make you feel separated. This is one of the tools of these lower energies, is to make you believe and feel separated from support, love, guidance, separated from truth, power, purpose, worthiness. And none of these are true. There is a sphere of stone of light, some kind. It's very clear but not crystal. I think maybe smoky quartz. And it's hovering over your hands. Again, this is very important. Your hands also contain palm portal chakras. They're an extension of the 7th crown chakra. And when they're activated and the crown is activated, it opens a portal, okay? A triangular shaped portal. And you can draw energies in and take energies out through these portals. This is something that you know how to do, but you have shut down. And it's almost like a condemnation. There's something about being condemned. Being condemned. I'm getting some visuals of a few lives of condemned. One, you have a big metal shackle around the neck, the arms with big chains, and you're trudging somewhere. Another one, you seem to be some kind of nun or something with this very stiff white collar around the neck, and it's almost strangulating you. You understood in that life more energy, more truth about spirit and source than the church allowed, and you were put into isolation. You were put into solitary confinement a lot, over and over. And you weren't given the right to ask for confession or guidance from the nuns or from the priests. You were just put away. You were considered a danger. You were highly awakened, highly attuned. You could see things, and it was all truth. It was very beautiful. This is a very prominent life for you right now that is recreating this isolation. You felt lost because you were one thing, and you felt thrilled with your gifts, and you knew that they were source, and you knew there was nothing wrong with them, and yet you were condemned, and you were separated and isolated from everyone else. And you were not allowed. They didn't let you out of the convent either. You weren't released. You were just basically imprisoned in your cell, in your small room. And you were required to wear this stiff collar and these tight clothes that restricted you. We ask for clear communication to these lives and any others that are vital for Sandra's freedom and release. We activate a love power program, 132033, 132033, 132033. This love power program will infuse you with the frequencies of love, and you may not feel them, but this is what you want to continuously affirm to yourself, that you're ready and willing to free yourself from this isolation, to accept your powers, to receive this eternal flow of life force, and that love, that you are worthy of love, and that it is time for that to be a part of your guidance. That's a big one, Sandra. I have a past life where I was forced to be in a nunnery, and it does come up for me as well. Whew. Okay. Uranya. Hello, sweetie. Could I ask for a reading, or do we need to know each other? No, we don't need to know each other. Thank you for being here. So happy to connect. I'm glad that you found us and that you're here with us, and I'm very honored that you're here. Love and appreciate your courage and strength of feeling and expressing. Thank you. Absolutely, honey. Oof. For all my intuition and light body students, you know, when you do these kinds of work for others and your family or for yourself, make sure that you pay attention to what you're feeling in your body, right? Because it's a deep reflection of what's happening. Okay, ask for a clear connection to your Anya, heart to heart, higher self to higher self, I am presence to I am presence, and open a communication cord. A lot of heat, a lot of flames seem to be being burned. Whew. I'm on fire. I see a house. It seems to be a big mansion, and it's going up in flames, and you're inside. I see you on fire yourself, running from room to room. You seem to be looking for something, like you've lost something. You're trying to find something. You don't want to leave until you found it, even though you're on fire. You don't even notice the pain of the fire because you're so committed to whatever it is that you need to find. You have made some kind of an agreement to protect something, to keep something. It's very emotional. There's a deep tie to it. It's an agreement, an obligation, almost a vow. And you literally have the sense inside that it's so important that dying rather than leaving without it is a viable option. So you're rolling up in a carpet and you've managed to put yourself out. You seem to be carrying this carpeting around with you. And there's a wooden box. Seems to be in the floor somehow. The floor opens. It's a stone floor. And there's a wooden box. It doesn't really have anything on it. And so you succeeded in finding this box. It's clutched in your hands. It's clutched to your chest. However, you do die. You get out, and people find you. People come to the fire. This looks to be like 1800s. Germany, maybe? There's a young girl. You left the house and you did your best to get as far from the house as possible. You didn't want to be found. You didn't want what was in this box to be found by anyone. As a young girl, she has blonde hair and a flowered dress, and she was wandering around. There's woods that you managed to get into a little ways into the woods, not very far, but enough. You're sort of down over an edge, a rock edge, and into a forest a little bit. You're still alive and very painful sort of death, but you really don't seem to notice the pain. What's really going on inside of you is your fear that you failed your mission, that you failed what you agreed to protect, what you agreed to keep secret and sacred. And this little girl comes, and you're able to tell her a few things. Your mouth is moving, and you're holding this so tight, and you ask her to take it. She has a hard time getting it from your hands. Whatever you whisper to her, she runs into the woods with it and buries it. It doesn't appear that she even opens it. Whatever you told her she must go and put this away. She must bury it and keep it from anyone seeing it, and for her not to open it either. Your body is extremely burned, and you seem to stay with it. You're dead. Your body's no longer functioning, but you seem to stay with your body. It even seems like your essence stayed here so that you could. There's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of sense of tragedy, sense of regret and grief and guilt, this feeling of unfulfilled, that you didn't fulfill this, and you didn't move on from this body, this life. You kept very close to it. Let me see, are you there now? Yes. No. You've moved your essence and spirit of that life, decided that you really had this major failure, this major mistake. And it even seems like someone set the fire, someone who wanted whatever was in this secret. You hold these powers, and you chose to stay there. You wander those woods, and you stay near where she buried that box, almost like protecting it, but giving yourself this requirement to not move on. There's a fear that if you come into another life, that somehow you will unveil these very powerful secrets. These are sacred secrets, what I would call very high level wisdom, spiritual knowledge of how to access powers, realms. And it was vital that this didn't get into the hands of the power mongers, the the people in our world that crave power over life, that kill everyone for their power and their money, and we still see this now. And so, although you lived in this mansion and it was quite large, it seems to be on a hill, it was very isolated, it was surrounded with woods, mostly pine trees. You had money, however, you were one of the few. It's also one of the reasons why you knew the dangers of the families, of the people of power, of the manipulations that they were doing with their power. Not just that they had money, but that they were seeking these higher wisdoms. And so this life is the life when you recover that. You've come here to release this part of you, this life, and to merge with her. You came here to be strong enough in this life to free that life, that part of your soul, from staying there. And together, the two of you, once you merge, once you release that life, you are going to be able to access that wisdom because you knew it. You didn't have to have it written down, but there were sacred symbols and codes and possibly formulas or, things to do that would open access to higher realms. And this is the time when the heart is coming back. The heart must be merged with these kinds of higher wisdoms for us to fully access them. So you have this life. Whatever you've experienced up to this moment has been to complete and release other patterns around worthiness, failure, guilt, regret, grief, shame, and this idea of separating yourself, protecting yourself, keeping yourself apart from others, from fear that something you know will be discovered. You may or may not have sensed that, but there are patterns in this life, beliefs, thoughts, patterns that have reflected this lack of trust of others and lack of trust of yourself. So relaxing into trust is going to be one of the important things for you. Get the scale in the shop. It's free. Make sure you have the scale of consciousness, everyone, and look at where trust is, okay? This is the state of willingness and the state of inspiration and intention, and it's going to help you, allow you in a neutral way. You need to come into neutrality to be able to embrace this part of you. There's going to be a lot of wisdom and a lot of healing. You have done many things to complete, and this is it looks like through the end of this year, but into 2022, maybe through March or April, this is a passageway for you, almost like a birth canal, where you're going to be recovering these parts of you, freeing yourself all the way down to your DNA and your cells, through your mind and beliefs, through your emotions, out through all these parts. There's many little locks in your light body that are keeping these things tight and connected, so that you don't reveal anything. So those fears of revealing who you are. There have been times, it looks like you've had lives where you appear very open and friendly, but you still don't let anyone in, very privately, even yourself. So I'm going to activate a protection power program. Power programs are from the Infinity Light Weaving course. It's on sale in the shop if you're interested. It's from the Light Body course. you get the gratitude power program. These are important spheres of light that hold many different energies. So I want you to tune in and feel this around you, acknowledge and accept it. We activate a protection power program around Aranya. Thank you, angelic realms, Sri Yantra, Jasper, Blue Ray, Salt, and Ascended Masters. Inside of this safe space, we ask and allow for the power of acceptance, forgiveness, and transcendence be given to Aranya, that she may hear, see, feel, receive it now, and release her burdens to bloom into the powerful being she came here to be in this life. Thank you for assisting this merging, and emergence. Namaste. Disconnect from Rania and all matrices to do with her. Wow. Okay, so two things that may help you. The Violet Flame Cleanse. If you don't know how to do something like that, that's also on sale in the shop. It is a very deep cleanse of old pains that no longer serve you, old energies, and it reconnects you to your truth. It reconnects you to your purpose, your divine path. Also, it's very important that this particular life is something you accept. So if you want to do a session with me, a sacral session or a soul reading or a series of sessions, whatever, ask me or look or do whatever it is your go-to to do this kind of work. This is very important, and it's important that you focus on it before the solstice. So next week, this Saturday, we have an eclipse and a new moon. So we're going deeper into the darkness. And the deeper we go into the darkness, the more these kinds of old pains, fears, and patterns and vows can affect us. So it's very important to keep yourself in a space of love and acceptance. Love and acceptance. Acceptance is where forgiveness is, and your emotional body needs forgiveness. It needs to let go. Okay? Wow. Thank you so much, sweetie. That was incredibly powerful. Whew. I'm going to take a second here. If you will give me a moment, I am going to go get another stick of copal. So 1 second, and I will be right back. In the meantime, I suggest everybody cleanse and clear with the violet flame. Also, Urania, the protection power program is going to stay with you for 6 days. So you might want to just acknowledge it, see it, feel it. You don't have to do anything, but the more that we acknowledge these things, the more they can become very present and palpable. All right, when I come back, we're going to do Gina and then Rita, okay? Momento. Okay, I'm back. If you're able to buy copal where you are, I highly recommend it. It's protective, it's cleansing, and it's very good for dark energies. Okay. Wow, you guys are awesome. All right, as I cleanse me, I cleanse you so you can receive this. Under the feet, between the legs, outside the legs, in the back. Also have this obsidian sphere. Oh, that's better. Bringing a little bit of lightness here to us. Okay, Gina. I'm going to let that go for a minute here. Oh, all right, so we're going to put our heart. This is a very special rose quartz heart. It's called a Gaiadon heart. Onto this so we can cleanse our hearts. Oh, I know. I'm going to hold some fluorite. It's both green ray for the heart and for healing and for life force, and purple ray for the crown and for royalty and for spirit, and white light. Okay, Gina. Hi, sweetie. All right. Ooh. Gina, it's time for you to take flight, to soar, to fly, to move. There's a very majestic kind of a bird right here over the third eye, as if the head was here between the eyebrows and the wings were your eyebrows, and it's coming out of you. And there's this continuous motion of it's there, and as soon as I saw it and acknowledged it, it came out. It's not flapping, it's soaring, has a very small head, more like a falcon maybe, but it's got very wide wingspan, and it's coming out from your inner eye, your ajna center here, your chakra center. There's some ideas, there's some visions, there's some inspiration you're not letting out. You've been holding it back, you've been holding on to it, you haven't been allowing it to take flight or to free it, to even allow it out of your inner parts. There's times when you're ignoring it. I wouldn't say procrastinating, but maybe avoiding it. Maybe you've lost touch with it, or you don't believe it. There's a fear or resistance to freeing your true inspiration, your true vision. This is an idea, though. This is something that you are meant to do or create, and it's coming. It's waiting to take flight from you. So first, acknowledging it, seeing it, tuning into this, and accepting that it's time. It's not an egg or a baby bird. It's a fully developed idea, fully developed concept that's ready to just go out and into the world. That's it. They're just showing that is the most important step for you right now. Acknowledge that you have this very important, fully developed idea, concept, skill, talent within you. See this part of you right here. Feel it. Look for where you're not feeling safe or trusting, where you're not feeling grounded or ready, where you're holding back or resisting. And whether you know it or not, look for the signs, the senses, the feelings. Ask yourself, right? Tune into your higher self, tune into your body, and tune into your purpose, your soul blueprint. Allow yourself to, this is about freedom. So freeing yourself, but whatever has been holding you back, you don't have to know all of it, but there's an acknowledgement that has to happen. And it isn't about judgment. So it's very important that there's no judgment in this. Judgment takes you down to guilt. It's the second lowest state. There's no freedom there. There's blame there. And it's not a place for the kind of high, beautiful, soaring vision and energies and ideas that you have. So be cautious in watching yourself, looking for these things. If you find yourself getting sucked into the conversation, the voices that say, oh, you blew it, or you should have done it, or you should have done it sooner, or why didn't you do it, or whatever, anything that drags you down, unhook from those. Unhook. You can take your energy and you can do infinity light weaving, and you can unhook, unhook, unhook. Seen or unseen, just hold that intention. Unhook. Freedom. I also see freedom. I would see freedom. I would write freedom with your eyes closed. Write freedom across your vision, your inner vision. And watch as you write every single letter. Write it down on a piece of paper. Declare, I'm ready to be free. It's time to be freed. This is very much an energy that you hold that is not something outside of you preventing you. So I flashed coming down from here, spiraling into the solar plexus. I see a spiral. It's like a wire that's connected right here to your third eye down into your solar plexus. So it is to do with owning your power and your willpower and your bright light and your ability to create and to grow. These are connected. But this, if you see this and you start to draw energies into this area, will bring the sun. I would go into the sun as well. Look into the sun. Be careful with your eyes closed unless it's right before sunset or right after sunrise. But connect to Ra, connect to the sun, connect to that divine energy. Every culture throughout history has always revered the sun, and there's a reason. It's not a superstition like, oh, the sun. It's the sun is a portal of divine energy, and it's raising its frequencies now. There's more solar flares. There's more information available to us. And once you free this, there's a lot of codes. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of light languages that you know that you can start to use. Thank you. I love you. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I'm just doing some Ho'oponopono and weaving across the eyes. Thank you, Gina. Let's just take a little bit of Ho'oponopono. Cleanse everyone. Rita. It's from my heart to yours, beautiful. Okay, Rita. Rita. Wow. These are very intense, you guys. You're amazing. I hope I get to work with you deeper. It would be very powerful to take these, what's coming up for you right now, and complete them. You can do them with a soul reading. Soul readings aren't just like a little reading. They are very deep. This is just like a little bit. We might go into healing. We might go into other lives. We might go into whatever is coming forward to you. And there's also a chakra package and the sacral center and a lot of different ways for you to work with these energies right now. Rita. Rita, silence is very, very important for you. Your inner self is sitting in silence. Deep silence, stillness, stillness. Stillness is a better word, stillness. I see you sitting with your knees, your arms around your knees. You have a simple black dress on, very loose, nothing fancy. And excuse me, purging. These energies need to be purged. You're in a dark space. You're not there because you were forced to be there. You're there by choice. Your inner part of you is sitting and looking down. You have bare feet. It looks like you're sitting on a rock, but I don't see a lot. Perhaps you're in a cave or something, but you are in somewhere of deep stillness. There's water in front of you. I can sense it and just see a little bit of it, but there's that feeling of deep, still waters, underground cave with waters. That's where you are. This is a place that you know, and there's a part of you here is inviting you to come into this stillness, to come into this place and to sit here. Fives are very important for you. 5 and then 55 and 555. See them, write them. Take 5 minutes of stillness. Take 55 minutes of stillness. And it's okay if you go past 5 or 55, but those are some powerful doorways, barriers that you will get to in stillness. So sitting with yourself. What I'm seeing is you're being called to get still, to come down slowly, releasing your connection to the thoughts, to the busyness, to the world, deeper, deeper, coming down, calling all of you to be here now, and ask for a clear and open connection to this deeper part of you. As you drop into that part of you, relax. I see you like ethereal, ghost-like coming into this part of you. And then sit in stillness. There's nothing to do. Be in that stillness. Know that whatever is necessary, whatever is optimal at this time is going to transpire. Still the mind and make sure that every time it's trying to figure it out, it's trying to think, am I doing it right? Or is something happening? Or what am I receiving? That you simply still bring it into stillness. Everything will be revealed in the stillness, and it's not necessary for you to know. This is something that through to Saturdays eclipse and new moon is going to be vital for you to do daily. So a minimum of 5 minutes, more ideal. You can also, as you go to sleep, you can do this. Relax down, feel yourself coming in and down. Relax and release. Open and accept your inner self. See this part of you as I've described it, come into it. And as you merge, allow yourself to drift to sleep. I was holding a Merlin stone, a labradorite for that. In case you have labradorite or feel called, this is a good one for you right now. This is a good energy right now because it's a dark stone. It's a luminous stone. It's a magic stone. It's called Merlin stone. Okay, I need to ground a little bit here with some of my greens. Okay. All right, Pamela. Aloha, aloha, my Hawaiian beauty. Okay, darlings. Gina says, thank you for the beautiful reading. Yes, I'm ready to soar. Yay! Yes, this is some soaring going on there. Autumn, what's good for dealing with dark energy is obsidian or copal, C-O-P-A-L. I'll try to remember to put it in the replay email. This is copal. It's a resin from a tree here. It's a Mayan incense, and this is in a stick form. You can also get it in chunks, but you need a little bowl to burn it in. And it's very protective. It clears dark energy within you, around you, that's trying to be projected at you. Dark energy isn't necessarily evil. It could be guilt, it could be shame, it could be agreements, it could be humiliation, it could be grief. It's low energies, and when you go sacred places, you go anywhere, you have to remember that that place holds the energies of all the people who've been there, whoever's there now, and whatever's happening there now. And you want to be as aware and protective of your own energy field as possible in all moments. So use all your different tools. Rosemary is excellent if you have rosemary spray or oil, or even just taking some rosemary, rubbing it on you. And it also pulls dark energy out of your body. So if you're holding fear or pain or a bruise or trauma. I have a lot of it. I have the sphere, I have a pyramid, I have a heart, I have this Merkaba, this star tetrahedron. This is a different black stone, but all black stones do the same thing. Thoth is made out of basalt. This flower of life pendant I have is also obsidian. These are Mayan flowers that are also protective. Okay. Oh, Alina. Oh, OMG, I can't believe I got the first reading so powerful, beautifully worded, and spot on. I'm so glad, sweetie. Thank you so, so much. By the way, I'm Colombian. Still living in my country. Okay. Hello there. The way you put the images and the words is so clear. I could see the antenna and the elder. Excellent. I can't thank you enough for this, so you're so welcome, sweetie. I will go over it many, many times. Trust me. You were the vehicle to information I was missing. Thank you ever so much. Mucho love and light to you. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for the feedback. It fills my heart with joy. I trust completely whatever comes through, whatever happens is meant to be, and it's for the highest good for everyone, but I love to hear that. So fantastic. Let's see if anyone else. Okay, so anyone else who got a reading, if you could share, that would be lovely. And we're going to do a reading for Pamela now. Okay, Pamela sends eternal blessings, yay, and love returned 10 times stronger. Let's all accept that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you guys do all your beautiful little blessings here, it goes to everybody, so I love it. Okay, Pamela. So Pamela and Hawaii are very connected. You live there, and as you already know, there's a very powerful reason for that. So initially I heard Pamela in Hawaii, Pamela in Hawaii, Pamela in Hawaii, and then I saw from above island. I started to feel the volcano, the inner movement and heat, and then we went higher and higher, and it opened to being able to actually see through the ocean to plates shifting. Where the earth has seams and can shift and separate. And there's something powerful happening, a new earth thing happening, powerful plates shifting, and you are too. Whatever happens to Hawaii is stirring within you and happening to you as well. There's something, I'm seeing your hands, there's something you're holding. You put it in the other hand. It looks like a branch, but it's dried. So it could be dried branch of herbs or some kind of tree branch, and it's kind of not white, but kind of maybe whitish gray, like the leaves. When they kind of dry, they get that tinge to them. Okay, something's going from your right hand to your left hand. This is very important to you. You must give this, pass this from your right, from your masculine, from your doing side to your left, to your feminine, to your intuitive side, your receptive side. So you've been doing, and you've been doing a lot, and you're very conscious of it, and you're very in your mind, and you've got this pyramid you're building. There's like a powerful pyramid of energy, and you're building it, and you're doing it, and you're doing it. And now you've reached a point where you have to take those powers, this wand, this branch, this essence, and pass it to your left side. Okay, so remember, the balance of duality is required for being in form and for manifesting. And it's required for changing beliefs and for all kinds of things. But this is something that the masculine side, the active side, the logical side of you has done all the work, and it's ready now. It's like you passing it on to another department in a company, like, okay, here's the blueprints. We've completed this. Now we pass it to the next department, who takes it from there. This is very important right now. Right now, today, right now I see 3. What's 3? 3, tomorrow's 30, and then in a couple days after that, it's the 3rd. So those 2 days are going to be very powerful days for you. This week, again, moving towards this important portal, but really through the 3rd, which would be Friday. So pass this, consciously see, do your inner work, do your meditation, do a ritual, gather some really beautiful herbs and things around you. Pyramids, there's pyramid energy is very important for you. And whether you know what it is or not does not matter. Give the intention, hold that you're going to pass this now to this other side. And symbolically, this is going to happen. Do it again. Do it again. Do it 3 times tomorrow and 3 times on Friday. And every other day, just do it at least once or whenever you think. The 3 times you do it tomorrow and Friday need to be very intentional. So you need to take a minimum of 3 minutes, okay, in order to pass this. And this is also going to need you to receive, to be an excellent receiver. Receive. So the feminine, the intuitive, doesn't go into action, doesn't fully flow until we receive, because it's receptive. It must receive inspiration, receive love, receive this, whatever you're passing there, right? It must receive the seed. It must receive the inspiration. It must receive the impetus, the guidance. And so you need to go into a fully receptive mode. You need to rub your belly. You need to rub your belly and your womb over that belly button part. Give it some soothing, okay? Soothing. And I'm rubbing with my left hand, and I'm rubbing clockwise to you, bringing in love. Soothing. It's okay. It's safe to receive. It's safe to receive. It's safe to receive. So there's several anchors going down through the sacral, deep sacral and the root, that are resistant to receiving, that don't feel completely safe doing that. Highly recommended that you tap into Hawaii, to the land, to Pele, to the volcanic energy, to that fire, earth, water, and air. All elements are in the lava, and then deeper into the plates that are near to the Hawaiian Islands. That is, something about them is very important for you. You have a connection. So as you shift, this will shift. As you shift, it will ease that shift. For both of you, this is going to be a releasing in order to releasing, right? The power of relinquishing, and a receiving. And it's very important for this to happen. Otherwise, it's going to happen, but it's going to be in a more explosive and messy and unpleasant way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's all cleanse from that one. I had citrine called to be in my hands for high level clarity, holds its frequency very, very strong, never ever goes down, okay? All right, who's the cat person? We got a cat here calling next. Oh, Aranya said, I was rushing on the message above. I meant to comment on your strength. Ants are the strongest creature on the earth, aren't they? What a brilliant insight. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I've never had anything against ants before. I've always just felt very happy and in love with everything. And we've had a very intimate relationship recently. They are. And that's something I do have a lot of. Sometimes I use it too much to push myself too far, but thank you. That was beautiful. I love it. Okay. Hi, Cody. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Paige. Just seeing if there's anybody else I missed here. It is lovely, Julie. Yay, Zen said, I love the gratitude sale. I got the shame cleanse, communicate with past lives, and violet flame, all for under $40. That's right. Good. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. Michelle says, I'm so grateful for all that I have at this time. Isn't that the way that we are meant to live? I'm so grateful for everything I have at this time. And I love this. And I'm ready for something more, even better. Ah, Morgan. Hi, sweetie. And Marie. Thank you. Debbie likes my top. This is my Jaguar top. I bought it for one of our retreats where we do Jaguar Vision Quest, and we'll be communicating with the Jaguar here. And I normally, it's a little too warm, but it's nice and cool here now. Hey, there's Dipshika. Okay. Hi, Anne and Nicole and Destine. Hi, Genevieve. Oh, I miss you so much, sweetie. Hi, Debbie. Okay. Hi, Brigitte. Genevieve says, thank you for the gratitude sales, sister. I'm going to pick up several meditations today. I'm really excited to join you in the Aztec ceremony on the 5th. Yay! Oh, it's a year since your dad passed on the 5th. Wow, that is going to be very profound, sweetie. Very, very profound. And he will be there. Woo, yay. We're doing a live Aztec Mayan ceremony from the house with my favorite shamanic friend, Christian, and his Mayan girlfriend, who's also part of his team. So it's also in the shop if you want to join us. It's going to be online. And I will do some activations as well. So please join us. Help me. Oh, you're so, OMG, thank you so much for this reading, Akasha. Lots of love, Sandra. Oh, you're so welcome, sweetie. Incredible. You're just all really stunning to me. I'm overwhelmed. Ah, I miss you too. Okay, good. So we're going to do a reading for Deepshika now. She emailed us, and I put her right at the top, so it's fun that you're here. I could disappear at any moment. So if I do, I will see you tomorrow. We're going to do another one of these tomorrow at 10 a.m. All right, Deepshika, we have some malachite here and rose quartz. The malachite is flowy malachite. You can see the flow. Wow. Okay. So I got a strong poke right in my left side, the bottom of the bra line, right here in the heart chakra, like the tip of a something sharp, of like a sword or something, just poke, and also in my toe at the same moment. Wow, hurts. Okay, so I'm getting this doesn't belong to you, Deepshika. This belongs to you, Genevieve. And so I don't know how this is going to come through. So I'm either doing a reading for both of you, or I'm switching over to Genevieve. And then I'll come back to you, Deepshika. So let's just see how it unfolds. But I asked, okay, now there's two points this far apart on the side here, Genevieve, on the left side, right on the ribs, level with the heart. Very sharp, very singular, like a point. Really? Okay, I gotta test this. Okay, so this has never happened before. This reading is for both of you. You had a past life together, and this reading is meant to be for you both together about that particular life. I asked a lot of questions to just verify and make sure, and that's what I'm receiving. So now we have, when people come to the retreat, we've had several experiences at temples where everybody remembers having a past life there together. So it's not that you don't come together with people that you've had a life with, but this has never happened in one of these readings before. So, okay, so relax Genevieve and relax Deep Shika. And I want you to both imagine this beautiful temple of light around you. And I want you to tune into your higher self and relax. Feel trust in your belly and say, I'm ready and willing, and I'm open and receptive to relax into this, to connect. And you can say the other person's name. So Deep Shika, you're going to connect to Genevieve and vice versa in a safe, sacred, and clear way that is optimal for me at this time, with the protection and guidance of the Infinity Healing Chamber, all my guides, the sacred Copal, Wayaninin, we call on Gaia. Wayaninin, Mother, I am here. Mother, I am here. Say this in your heart. Relax, close your eyes. Your hearts are now being reconnected. There is a cat. Well, you guys are shape-shifting. So there's a cat superimposing over Deep Shika, and it flashes on and off, and it's a basque-like cat. It's like a cat that's sitting with its legs straight, looking, and there's like wires, almost different color wires, connecting your hearts. Now it's okay, Genevieve. You can relax. You can both relax. You are inside of a sacred space. You are protected by angelic realms, ascended masters, and layers of light. You are here for your highest good and your highest good only. You are not here to sacrifice yourself, to harm yourself. You are here to empower yourself and to reclaim a truth that you both held in this life and that now can be reclaimed because you have come back together. Deep Shika, you also have a black disc like this one I have here on your heart. It's almost like this crystal obsidian disc, and the cat is sitting on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. We need this, and we need this. Okay. I am that I am. I want you to repeat whatever I am saying. I am that I am. I am ready to be that which I am. I am ready to connect, clear, realign, and release my true powers, purpose, prosperity, and joy. Oh, that joy energy is very nice. The power of joy is your connection point. All of the wires that are going between you are in an infinity symbol. At the center between your two light bodies, which hold within it your connection to your souls and to this particular life and to all of this life. And that center cross point is joy. This joy is represented by a vibrant, glowing sunset orange, and it begins to grow, and it begins to expand. And now hummingbirds are flying out of this, and it's expanding the joy out like rays of sun, and the hummingbirds are flying out. They're different colors. They start out with a green-orange kind, and then there's the more bluish kind, And they're flying from this connection to both of you. You are both a bud. You look like a beautiful flower that is budded and ready to open. And as this joy in the form of these hummingbirds and this very high vibration, this is it's more like an ally. It's not just a symbol. This hummingbird is an ally that is here to connect you. It is a symbol of the work that you did together. You were in a nature kind of women's sacred group. It feels England or Ireland or Scotland. Feels to me closer to Stonehenge, so South England. It has an ancient feeling to it. It's extremely peaceful. There's a peace that you felt. There's like flowers in your hair and a connection to nature and a flowing lifestyle, loving, peaceful, nothing forced. Everything done with the cycles, everything done with the flow of nature. There's an understanding that you had. I see a different kind of bird on your right shoulder, Genevieve. It's coming. You would sit with nature. You lived in nature. This was a group of women. It's I'm trying to think of the right word for it. It's not a coven. I don't want to freak anyone out, but it's that idea of women that live together to speak with the nature realms, be oracles, be communicators, be healers, talk with nature, talk with the stones, understand the cycles. There were moon talkers, there were bird talkers, there were herbologists, there were weavers. I see women weaving, and as they weave, they're weaving energies into what they're weaving. There's a creation of a lot of seasonal things that you would sell to people outside of this beautiful community. And very private. No one outside of this community was ever allowed onto the land. It's a lot of land. It's very green. So gently be there now. And there's a gathering happening. And that gathering is calling you back, both of you. There is a stone circle, very, very tall stones. There's a moonlight, so I guess it's calling you into the night. And you all enter between a different stone, these big pillars of stones around the circle, and you all have a particular doorway, a particular stones, and you enter in. Now you're beginning to sing. There's some beautiful herbs that seem to be burning like a lot all over, little pots of these smudging herbs. And you walk in a clockwise circle and you move through these different clouds of cleansing herbs. And now as you find your spot, you, Genevieve and Deepshika, step into the center of the circle. You move towards this large stone at the center, and you stand face to face. This has been a long time coming, and we made a vow, we made an agreement that we would keep what we knew in this sacred, beautiful circle of love and community of women. We would keep it sacred and secret. We would keep it even from ourselves. And we would know the day had come for us to release this knowledge and powers when we meet again in the right moment, in the right time. It shall be and I will remember. So relax, feel this, and say in yourself, I will remember. I will remember. I will remember. And now the bird energy, these hummingbirds vibrating at a high frequency, it's starting to raise your frequency. You're both beginning to become lighter and lighter. You're becoming see-through. You can sense and feel that you're expanding and becoming one with the energy of this sacred place, of the land and Gaia. With these stones, with this sisterhood, with the love and the wisdom and the knowledge that you carry, and you keep getting lighter and lighter until you're vibrating so high that you're unseen, and you both expand out and begin to flow on your own flow towards a new life. Free, but connected to this whole beautiful sphere of love, wisdom, and light. Relax and accept. I accept. I accept. I accept. So whatever you knew then is ready to be remembered, and you put a very strong safety lock on it and an agreement to a sister, to a loving soul sister, that you would not use or reveal this wisdom. Now this is when the waking is happening. All of life, crystal stones, elements, people, all of us are awakening, not to something new, but to who we are, who we've been, where we've been. Would be highly recommended to repeat this at least 3 times to make sure that you really accept that this is happening. Be in a space of acceptance, not trying to figure it out or force it. And let's all send love and gratitude. Let's everyone here bring gratitude in, this high, gorgeous frequency of gratitude. And let's draw in joy, and let's draw in love. And bring it up through our toes and our feet, and bring it through the chakras and the throat and the eyes. Let's come in the fingertips and move through the mind. Joy, gratitude, love. Let it move through all of our being and all of our homes, all of our thoughts, all of our futures, all of our past. Thank you. I love you. Joy unto you. Joy unto me. Joy unto the world. Let everyone here feel this. We all affirm and witness that we have seen your coming together and your meeting in this sacred moment. Align and allow yourself, Genevieve and Deepshika, to move into a whole new beautiful world. This is loving energy, divine, intuitive, feminine, sacred energy, wisdom and knowledge of speaking to animals, birds, crystals, talking to the rivers, creating with energies. You will begin to unfold if you truly allow this. these gifts that you had. There were some that everyone knew, and there were some that each of you had very specifically. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's all bring in a violet flame to clear and cleanse us and then unhook us from all matrices, energies that do not serve each and every one of us individually. And we keep and connect to all that is optimal, and we release that which is not optimal at this time. I ask and allow the violet flame to connect me to my divine path and higher self. I'm ready to accept, to use, to see, to enjoy my true gifts. And I'm ready and willing to be that which I came here to be. I send gratitude to myself, to my heart, to my body, to my life, to everything I've done and all my perceived failures and everything there is to come and everything that now fades into the past. I am love, I am loved, and I am loving, and I am loving in my thoughts to others and myself, and I am loving in this day to all that I think and do and eat and touch, and I am loving to the ideas that are ready to come within me. I am loving to my money. I am loving and trusting to my higher self that all that I need is here. All that I require is already here. And I accept joy, joy, the power of joy to release me, the happiness in my emotional field to empower me, a power beyond anything I've truly felt. I'm ready now to receive it. I receive joyful creations, feeling all and one, nothing separate. The joy of knowing all I require, all that I desire, all that I can imagine is here. I am the divine creator of my reality, and I contribute to this new world of unity. May the bliss move through my mind and through all minds, as this is a mental universe and there's a collective consciousness. I ask that this joyful bliss move through that consciousness, and I ask that it move through all levels of being, from the core of Gaia to the furthest reaches of the multiverse. I deeply love and accept myself. And in this loving and accepting, I forgive, transcend, and receive compassion. Receive this now as we complete this journey together. Compassion has many components. It's filled with colors and tastes and comfiness and coziness. It's filling with love and understanding, healing and support. It's filled with inspiration and acceptance and allowance and oneness. We give great thanks for this beautiful gathering, this healing, this coming together, and this revealing. We give thanks to each and every one of these beautiful souls who's come today, and to those other parts of them that have come forward, and for this information, that it be clear and strengthened and supported, that each of us may move smoothly through the dark and into our truest, highest light, wisdom, and soul's prosperity. into the sacred spiral. We harmonize. Say, I align with my soul signature frequency at the rate that is optimal for me at this time. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out hard with that intention. May this sacred spiral be open yet unbroken, and as each of us move into our day, we feed back love and power, and we feed to each other love and power, and all of it comes in a never-ending flow from Source. We are one with the infinite Source. We are aligned clearly with our purpose and blueprint, and we are allied with our past lives, other lives, and powers that are ready to awaken as aligned to my highest good and that which is optimal for me at this time. Breathe it in, feel it go through your body, down to the toes, out to the fingers, up through the follicles of the hair, through the ears and the skin. Feel it in your mouth. Yes. Passion, love. I am that I am, E.A. Escher, E.A. Well, my beauties, we did it. 2 hours. Fantastic. So we're still going to go ahead and do another one tomorrow because we put it up there. So I will see you tomorrow if you can come back. I would love to do a reading for you. I know lots of you didn't get one, but I would love to do them. So please come back. It's going to be at 10 a.m. Central tomorrow, 10 a.m. That's 2 hours earlier than today. And I'll see you then. Namaste.